Hi everyone, welcome to Switch It. Today we discuss the CSK versus SRH match, which SRH won in the last over, so to speak, despite some hiccups. Since it's a CSK match, I'll leave it to Mohit to really start things off.
So I think we called it right yesterday again. We had said that Sunrisers will start as slight favorites, and that's what we saw today. Surprisingly, we saw CSK even doing worse than their last two games. I think today was their worst performance in the four games, considering the fact that Sunrisers top four didn't click. Rashid didn't take any wickets, and Bhuvi did not complete his full quota of 4 overs.
Yeah.
So none of their key players, clicked, and yet Sunrisers comfortably won the game. CSK needed around 78 or 76 of the last, 4 overs. So the
Yeah,
match was
17.
pretty much gone by then. It would have been a miracle had CSK pulled this one off.
Yeah.
The margin makes it look closer, just 7 runs, but quite clearly, CSK was always way behind in the game, even in the last 5 overs. So actually, CSK got 99 runs of the last 8 overs, and they still, fell short. So that just goes on to show how poor the batting in the first 10 overs was. And more than that, I think, in the first four games, especially, you haven't seen the same kind of intensity
Essentially.
and hunger he just ambles around for
I think I
for
think it
10
took
balls.
for a few seconds.
Yeah, so I was saying that Jadav comes at number 4, just ambles around for 10 balls and then just throws his wicket away. There's no out of the box thinking that who is the one player who is striking the ball really well. It's Sam Curran for them, right?
Yeah.
Put Sam Curran at the top. I mean, कुछ तो नया try करो यार. I mean,
हाँ, मतलब कुछ
yes,
तो
they did
एटलीस्ट करना है.
few changes today, but those few changes would have been there right from the start. I mean, Murli Vijay should have never played for
Yeah.
for CSK. You're doing that after losing two games. Yes, Raidu can have can miss a couple of innings here and there. He got a good ball as well.
Yeah.
But these things happen all the time. Faf did get run out like Kane. So you'll have these incidents, and if you don't have the depth like Sunrisers showed today.
I'm not sure वैसे about that Faf run out. Are you sure
Faf
that
also he did not dive. He did not even stretch.
that
He was
to
just
me actually did not seem like a run out? As in, most probably the
that
gloves were
was a
not
run out.
this
That
close.
was a run out. I think even if it was not a run out, it deserved to be a run out. It was such a poor effort from Faf
Yeah.
that it deserved to be a run out. Oh, I mean, this side doesn't feel like they want to do well now. It seems watching them in the four games, they have chased, which is their strong point. Apparently,
And I
chasing.
think they're also concentrating on the wrong areas, so to speak. I saw the post-match conference by Dhoni, and he was blaming the no balls and the dropped catches rather than the abysmal
How
batting.
you should be able to chase 160, yeah. I mean,
हाँ वही है.
yes, even with 150, I'm sure CSK will bring the game to a point where they'll need 12 or 13 or 14 of every over in the
Last over.
last 5 overs. Though they have to realize that you can't play T20 with 50 for 2 in the first 10 overs and all this.
Yeah.
I mean, just the approach is baffling. There's lack of intensity and hunger from the side. Nobody's trying something new. You have got so Jadeja. What did he show you today? He showed you that if he gets time to set in as a proper player, he can give you that solid innings at the top.
Yeah.
Right? Try him at 3 or
Yeah.
sort of open with him at the top. I mean, what's the harm in doing that? So I really don't. It's just been four games. Maybe we are speaking too soon. Maybe they'll bounce back, win 2 or 3 on the trot. And the way the points table is right now, all the teams have 2 wins, 1 losses, or
Yeah.
everybody's clubbed together. So you win 2 games, you go straight into the top 4
Yeah.
right now. That's the kind of points table we have. So maybe they'll get it right. But just right now, the way they have lost the games, chasing 160, chasing, 210 in Sharjah, which is quite gettable, in that ground. And then, every time you see them falling short by 10 runs and you feel the same thing कि यार 2 ओवर पहले मारना start करता तो chase कर देता. It's the same mistakes over and over and over again. So it doesn't seem like the heart is there. The body is not helping either. They are a bunch of 40 years old. But if the heart and intensity is not there, this team, next 2-3 games is like their last chance. If they lose, the next 2-3 games,
there's no coming back.
It will go downhill for them from there. They really need to pick themselves up and win. The next 2-3 games to stay in contention there. Else, then after 6-7 games, it won't really matter.
Yeah.
So Dhoni can do all the good talking about getting in and it's the start of the tournament and all that, but it doesn't take much time for 6-7 games to whiz past whiz past you. So SRH surprisingly looks good today with the depth they have in both in the bowling and the batting. Samad bowled well. He really proved that he can give them those 2-3 overs in each and every game. So that bodes well for them for the rest of the tournament. And if those 3 players at the top start firing, it'll make their side look much more better than what they are. Maybe they can try Priyam Garg at 3, Manish Pandey at 5. Probably, I don't know. Young chap can give him a chance at the top of the order, but SRH are just doing the basics right. They are putting runs on the board, bowling good areas. They have got a bowler who can hit the Yorker consistently in Natarajan, and they're just waiting for the opposition to make mistakes. That's what has happened in the last 2 games essentially. So let's see. What's your view about the game today?
For me, Garg was really the revelation, probably of the day. He played a blinder. I saw him do that, not really a sweep, not a clog sweep, where he premeditated. Who was the bowler? Probably Dwayne Bravo.
Sam Curran.
Sam Curran. And those were probably, I'm not sure those were instincts, those were proper preparations, but those appeared to be that of a very seasoned player, not a debutant, not somebody who was playing his first tournament. Then Bhuvi was obviously very good. Samad bowled a very good spell. Rashid was somehow being made to look unplayable, although today his bowling wasn't really that, not as penetrating as the other times. He gave 12 odd runs, and you can't really respect a bowler so much that you give him 3 runs and over in a.
So in the first 5-6 overs, the number of dot balls CSK played or is now playing each and every game, which is baffling. Not even rotating the strike.
Even Dhoni had a 27 ball 24.
Even Dhoni, yes. So I mean, Dhoni, even Jadeja was 8 of 16 balls before he started to hit the ball in the middle. So this approach is clearly not working for them. Right, they have to press the reset button, as soon as possible, because this approach that we'll get set and we'll get the runs at the back end. Right, it's not working in the UAE here. It might have worked for them, in Bangalore, at the Wankhede. In India, those pitches are small. You can clear the ground, etc., etc. Your team was 2 years younger, in 2018 last year as well. People had some sort of regular cricket. Now these players have not played for 1.5 years. Plus, the whole approach is making them look worse than they actually are. So,
agreed.
I just don't see them, going far into the tournament with the same kind of, thought process and approach. And Stephen Fleming being there, I rate him pretty high as a, as a thought manager, as a coach, right? And it's about time he says that, guys, go out there and get 90 of the first 10 overs no matter what.
Yeah.
Right, change the approach, send Sam Curran at the top, send Bravo at the top. You have the luxury of having three
Bravo
all-rounders.
never
Not
get a
many
bat today.
sides have three proper all-rounders. They have three all-rounders: Bravo,
Yeah.
Sam Curran, and and Jadeja, who can throw their bat around. Shardul Thakur and Deepak Chahar can also bat a
throw
bit.
that, yeah.
So yeah, so they have got that depth, and yet they keep scoring these 50 and 60 of the first 10, 12 overs. It's completely bad. I mean, kick Jadhav out. Yeah, मतलब Jadhav की जगह आप Gaikwad को खिला लो, bowl, play somebody else. What is that guy doing? Neither does he bowl. He's slow in the field. He's scoring at 50 strike rate, right, and then throwing his wicket away. I mean, it's just a waste of time of everyone.
So what is he trying to achieve? I'm not really getting it.
I think they're letting with this approach, they are letting themselves down more than anything else.
Yeah.
Right? It's okay to lose, but not lose in such a way that you also know that yes, I can do much better than this, and yet I am losing. Right? So, if you can get 100 of the last 8 overs, why are you getting 50 of the first 12?
Yeah.
When the bowling is not that special. I mean, the bowling was not that special. I mean, Bhuvi did bowl a couple of good overs at the top, but that's about it. उसके बाद कुछ ऐसा कुछ खास bowling नहीं था कि आप you have scored 50 of 12 overs. It's just stupid. So enough of CSK bashing. Let's move on to what lies tomorrow. We have got the first double header. The first game is Rajasthan Royals versus RCB. I did not think I'd say this, but if RCB wins this game, they go top of the table.
Yeah.
So great chance for RCB to go top of the table. I'll put them as the favorites for that game, considering the fact that it's in Abu Dhabi, not in Sharjah, and Rajasthan Royals will have the same problems which they had in the last game. So my view is that RCB started favorites there. I would like to see one out of Moeen Ali or Chris Morris if he's fit come in for RCB.
As in, he doesn't have the problem that he was having, but I'm not sure if he's bowling fit. He might take a couple of days. Yeah, is what I read from.
Yes, so I hope they bring in Moeen Ali, given the fact that it's a day game and there will be no dew factor.
Yeah.
So you can actually go in with that extra spin option, especially if you're batting first.
In place of Zampa,
you have a strong top order. If they put up a good score on the total, those spin options in Chahal or Moeen Ali, Zampa, Sundar, all of them will come into the game.
In favor of playing Zampa. He is.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have got Chahal, exactly. If you've got Chahal, Zampa is like a very like-to-like option.
Yeah.
So and considering the fact that Rajasthan have a couple of good good hitters in there who can clear the fence, you might want to play Moeen Ali. But again, the other factor therein is that Rajasthan Royals have got a primarily right-handed batting order. Apart from Rahul Tewatia there, everybody else is a right-hander right from the top. Butler, Smith, Samson. So your leg spinners will come in very handy. I don't see Sundar opening the bowling tomorrow. I doubt he'll do that. But let's see. So RCB start as favorites.
Rajasthan needs a couple of changes, I would say, as in probably Shreyas Gopal to be replaced by somebody.
Yeah, so we spoke about it. Markande should come in instead of Shreyas Gopal. And apart from that,
I would probably play somebody like a I would probably play somebody like a Kartik Tyagi in place of who was the bowler? Just forgot.
Ankit Rajput.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I think Ankit Rajput has bowled okay in the last 2 games.
Bowled okay, but Kartik Tyagi is somebody who likes Natarajan, bowls a lot of Yorkers. You would need that a bit. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. The night game, the evening game is a big clash between DC and KKR at Sharjah. So it's going to be a high scorer. DC and KKR.
DC is a runaway favorite.
I think KKR has, has slight edge there because of the fact that, they have, the larger firepower in terms of clearing the boundary. Morgan and Russell might just have a very, very, very big day tomorrow in terms of, clearing the boundary at Sharjah. Just because the game is at Sharjah, I'll just, put KKR slightly ahead instead of DC. But DC also really strong team.
If somebody like a Prithvi Shaw and Rishabh Pant click, then we are up.
Yeah,
We
Rishabh
can
Pant,
go up
yes.
to a 220, 230 easily.
Correct. So for that, Rishabh Pant has to click for them. They have Stoinis as well. I would be very interested to see how their spinners, fare here. So if they play both Amit Mishra and Ashwin, both of them are fit. So how they, their spinners bowl in Sharjah, especially with the dew on in the evening, I would be very interested to, to sort of see that. And I think
I don't see Amit Mishra playing tomorrow if Ashwin is fit. Primarily because of the Sharjah ground.
Might be. So they might just go in with Akshar Patel and Ashwin. Yes. So I think it will eventually come down to who spinners bowl better. On both sides you have two, three good spin options, and if Kuldeep and Naren bowled better than Ashwin and Akshar or Narayan. Yes.
Narayan playing.
I would play Narayan the whole tournament because he just gives you that X factor, and knowing the fact that towards the last 5-6 games and going into the playoffs, these pitches will continue to keep getting slower, and the slower these pitches are, better Narayan will bowl. So even if he's not as lethal as he was in 2012 or 2014, he'll still give you 4 quality overs. And uske alawa aap khilaoge bhi kisko in the bowling end. They don't have a really nice quality spinner who they can play instead of Narayan, right? And they can play Banton, but then he doesn't. Yeah, so Banton is a batsman. He doesn't bowl. What Narayan gives you is a combination of good 3 to 4 overs. He gives you that option. If you have a left-hander, he can come in and bowl his off spinners and etc. And as a batsman, he can click someday and give you 30, 40, 50 at the top really quickly. Right, so he gives you that X factor, which I hope CSK starts doing with Sam Curran as well. Because clearly Sam Curran, you are wasting him down the order, I feel. Right. Just throw him at the top, tell him ki bhai jao, take, power play is yours, score 30, 40 in the power play. Let Shane Watson settle down at the other end, take his own time, and then Shane Watson can play the long innings. Right. So that's what CSK is missing, and that's what KKR are doing smartly. That they are not putting that pressure on a Nitish Rana or a DK or a Morgan, right? Every time you have seen KKR do well, you have seen that they have gone on to good starts, be it with Chris Lynn or with Narayan, now Shubman Gill, right? So if you are able to get 45, 50 of the first 6 overs, that takes off the pressure from your number 3 and 4, which CSK is not able to do right now. All the pressure is on Faf and Raidu, at 3 and 4 to get the inning started. Which so I think KKR should continue with Sunil Narayan at the top. He gives you that extra bowling option as well. And for tomorrow, I think it'll come down to who spinners bowl better. I'd be very interested to see how Mavi and Nagarkoti fare in challenging conditions for bowlers. And for DC, I think Ravada will be key for them if he can get a few quick wickets, like Jofra Archer, bowled in the first 2 games. Then it will be a real cracker of a game. Both the games actually they are well matched sides. In
actually good as a proper matchup, but I believe Sharjah gives the edge to DC, and you think it gives the edge to KKR. Let's see what happens.
Just because they have Morgan, they have Russell, which they can send up the order, and they can blast them. If you look at DC, they have got Dhawan, who's not a big hitter. Prithvi
Yeah.
Shaw, who is more likely to fail against Rabada with the new ball. Shreyas Iyer, again, not a huge hitter of the ball. He's more of an accumulator. So, with DC, you just get a feeling that they are more of a 170, 180 kind of a team, which then has the bowling to defend that. Stoinis hai, Rishabh Pant hai, but we know Rishabh Pant's ability to throw his wicket. So, I would trust Morgan and Russell more than, Rishabh Pant and Stoinis. So let's see.
Yeah.
It will be a really close game. So I am a bit biased towards KKR this year because I really like their side, and McCullum used to be a favorite of mine during his playing days. I'm glad that he's coaching the KKR side now. So bit biased towards KKR, hence I'm putting KKR ahead of DC tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
nice,
see what happens. Yeah.
sure. So thank you guys. Let's meet tomorrow with the first double header for IPL. Please do like and subscribe our channel, and have a good weekend tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.